So I'm taking this video today from Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. My wife and I came down here for our 10-year wedding anniversary, which has been rather exciting. The resort we stayed at was Dreams Palm Beach. We were here for a week. Actually, we're still here and we will be here for another day and a half. But I've been very impressed with how pretty it is. When we first got here, this was just all covered in seaweed. You can see how it is here right now. It's like all piled up, and it was just like that way throughout everywhere. Our resort itself had kind of like these little screens, nets that prevented all that stuff from coming in all the time. But you can see how crystal clear this water is here. It's very, very pretty. It does get deep relatively quickly. I'd say out there maybe, I don't know, 30 feet or so. It's probably at least here, so it gets deep pretty quick. My wife and I did walk all the way down this side. There's a resort right here where those fluorescent lights are, and then after that there's like nothing, and we walked for probably an hour and a half with pretty much just nothing. So one of the things that we came down here for, other than just my my wife and I's 10-year anniversary, was we simply, this is kind of like the island that I've chosen, I believe, to ultimately have a house in, live here for several months out of the year, and for having, my end game is to have a resort in the Caribbean. And I think the name of the resort is going to be bluesandresorts.com. But I'm not totally sold on that idea yet. We bought the domain for that maybe 10 years ago, so we've had that for quite some time. But I just love the fact that it's very nice and warm. Right now it's like 80 degrees, and it's been it's very nice. It does cool down occasionally when it's rains, but and then it just kind of gradually just warms right back up. So that said, where do I go from here? I mean, realistically, I think probably I'm going to be at least a decade or more before I, make any, real progress to getting down here. But I know that Dominican Republic has been a pretty good place for where, I think that we're going to end up this direction. My biggest hurdle right now is the fact that I don't know how to speak Spanish. And I'm going to have to learn how to do that, and that's going to be a very interesting thing for me to learn, because English itself is rather difficult for me at times. But I am very excited about being here. Very excited about the possibility that Dominican Republic might be our future home place. That we'll be able to live and retire in. But obviously that's got a lot more research to do, and part of that is learning Spanish so I can actually learn more about this country, because there's so much in government forms, etc., that is only in Spanish, and that makes it really, really difficult for a tourist or somebody just not living here to understand. But I did get to meet the people, and obviously we are in a resort, so you're only going to do, know so much. But we did leave the resort a couple times, and the people are very, 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 very friendly, and which, I've read about numerous times, that they're extremely nice, extremely friendly, and that is the absolute truth. I think I'll end this video stating the fact that I believe Indianians, which is, kind of like Dominicans, but not. Kind of similar, same way of saying it. Hoosiers, there you go. Hoosiers and Dominicans are very similar because we say hi to people we do not know. So that is the recap from Punta Cana, Dominican Republic.